Yeah, so my name is Pat Ceasar, everybody, and I'm an actor. I'm an actor, but I'm not a famous one. You guys want to know why?
Why?
Because Harvey Weinstein did not want to have sex with me. I asked. But I did have a role once on Orange is the New Black. Yeah, because lesbian prisoners still think I'm hot. And I think it's true. I think, is it true now? I think that was it. 99% of women have been sexually harassed in the workforce. And I think even 10% of men. Well, guys, this is a fact. I represent the 1%. And I'm sued for discrimination. I gotta make this high. But I got nothing to complain about, guys. I really do. A lot of people are married here, right? I am lucky in love, guys. I am lucky in love. Because my husband, after all these years, he is still good with all of this. He still thinks all of this is sexy in a thong. Matter of fact, he still likes to play pirate in bed. Only now, he insists on wearing 2 eye patches. Thank you, sir. It's downhill from here, that's my best joke. No, it's hard to stay in shape, ladies. It's hard to stay in shape when you get older, isn't it? It's hard to stay in shape. And we'll chase any fad. Have you guys read about or seen on TV the commercial for is it the cool sculpting?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. For just $7,000, they will freeze off a portion of your fat. Tomorrow, I'm going to roll around in the snow naked for free. Yeah, she's going to come with me. She is coming with me. And Marie is coming too. We're all going. We'll make snow angels together. Oh, God. Well, I'm a vegan now, though, everybody. You see all this? It is now pure vegetable fat. I had this woman at Weight Watchers tell me, she said, try eating all your meals naked in front of a mirror. So I did that for about a week until they kicked me out of the Olive Garden. And then I have a neighbor, Marina. Marina's from Guatemala. And she told me that I could be old and that I could be fat, but I could still be sexy. She said, come to my house and watch Spanish TV. So I go to her house and she puts on one of those, those Spanish soap operas. And then there it is, I swear to God. A 350-pound great-grandmother. This woman, she had high heels on. She had a push-up bra. She had a rose in her teeth. I mean, she was sexy. I said to Marina, you realize if I did that, they would take the rose out, they would put an apple in, and they would put me on the rotisserie. And then when you get older, girls, you start to have the surgeries, everybody get little aches and pains, you start to have little surgeries. So I had a little surgery, everything's okay, but the wind-up was, they had to leave a little piece of titanium in my right breast. The good news is, now I can hack everyone's emails by just going like this. Oh my goodness. So a lot of Greeks in here tonight, right?
Yeah.
Couple of, yeah. Well, we're getting tired now, aren't we? Couple of Italians. I'm Italian. Couple of Jews. No. My husband's here, he's Jewish. Got a little bit of everybody. Well, I'm a fair-haired Sicilian, you guys can see I'm a fair-haired Sicilian. Thank you. And so I decided to send my DNA into Ancestry.com. Turns out, I'm 2% African. Yeah. So, well, look at me. I was thinking about that, and I'm thinking, with just 1 more %, I could have been Halle Berry. But I am a real minority, guys. I am a real minority. Do you know that, it's just true, only 2% of the world are actually born natural redheads? It's a fact I looked up. And I used to, sir, you see, he doesn't look really, I used to be a natural redhead. I could prove it to you after the show. If you can handle my fire. He can? Because I'm also 5% Greek.
Oh, she's Sicilian.
And Sicilian, so you know there's a forest down there. There's a lot to work with, if you know what I mean.
He's an asshole. His wife will let him go.
Where's his wife? Right there, Jesus. So guys, I was driving in here tonight, and didn't I get pulled over by the police? And I was not speeding. So I haven't stopped in a long time, so I was a little nervous, so I did everything you're supposed to do, you know. I pull over, I roll down my window, put my hands on the wheel, I swallowed my joint. Big, tall, handsome, blonde police officer comes to the window and he says to me, "Ma'am, do you know why I pulled you over?" And I'm like, "'Cause I'm 2% African?" That kills in Harlem. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So anybody went on vacation this summer? Everybody go to Greece? Yeah. I went to Utah. And we went hiking in Utah, and we went to this, my husband and I went to this little barbecue place in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Utah.
Yes.
Yes. If you notice something, we noticed something about the white people in Utah. They're not your regular white people. They're really white. They're like a pasty white, aren't they, sir?
So white.
They're extra white. And my husband and I were like looking around and like we don't know, like is it a Mormon thing? Is it inbreeding? I mean we don't know, you know? All I know is we're in this barbecue place and we noticed it. They were looking at us, and we were looking at them, and they were looking at us. And finally, I said to my husband, "Honey, I think we're the only black people in here." Dirty? How do you get dirty out of that? Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, how do you get dirty out of that? I don't know. Anyway, so we also went to, I'm from Massachusetts. Anybody from Massachusetts? No. We went to Cape Cod, we went to Provincetown. Anybody Provincetown, very end of Massachusetts. I've been there, and it's a very gay area. And that's okay, but we went to see some gay comedian friends in a show. And about halfway through the show, I noticed my husband started to disappear to the men's room. A lot. Now, I mentioned I'm Sicilian. Now, if my husband cheated on me, guys, with another woman, you know I would have to kill him. I'd probably have to kill her. And I'd probably have to take out her entire family. But let me ask you this, guys. If my husband accidentally got a blowjob from some young man in the men's room, now would that really be cheating? Or would that just give me the night off? I think the night off. So right after that, my husband went away to Paris on a business trip. So I wanted to keep that spark alive, you know? So I decided I was going to send him some of that photo sexting. So I took photos of what I think is still his favorite parts, and I sent them over. Well, guys, I waited 24 hours, and I didn't hear anything. I'm like, oh my God, I hope I used the right country code. I hope I didn't send it to an Eskimo, but that would explain the melting of the polar caps. I hope I didn't send it to this young man right here, but that does explain why he can't keep his eyes off me. So I checked the number, I sent him again, and finally I get a text back from my husband, and you know what it said? Who are you? And how did you get my wife's cell phone number? You fat, hairy bitch. Oh, I love it when he talks dirty to me. Hairy bitch is our safe word. Ooh, I just dropped it. Got so excited. So I'll leave you with this story, guys. My husband is a lot younger than me. Did I tell you guys that? No. And I think when we got married, I think by law in at least 13 states, I was not a pedophile. Thank you. I was trying that joke out, but I can see it didn't go over well, except for with you, sir. Thank you very much. I was going to call him my sugar baby. Does anybody remember sugar babies? No. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and because he's not a sugar daddy, he's a sugar baby.
Yeah, it's a sugar
Yeah,
baby.
I was trying that. I didn't know if anybody knew what that was. Well, anyway, let's go back to the jokes. It's snowing out.
Those little candies.
The little candies, yes. So my husband and I get along. We do get along, but we have a couple of pet peeves, right? Did everybody here have pet peeves with their spouses and little things? Yes, yes. She said yes, very much so. You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it? I'm bombing on it. All right, now. Well, my husband says I'm a talkaholic. Well, I talk for a living, guys. But it's not like my over-talking is going to be the death of him. I mean, not instantly, right? Well, you know what he is, guys? He's a speedaholic. And sometimes I actually think he's trying to drive away from my talking. Like that's going to happen. But other than that, guys, he's really good. He never forgets our anniversary. Every year on our anniversary, he always gets me a dozen red roses. But this year, he got me something special. He got me a special plant. He got me some medical marijuana. Now, he said it was for the arthritis in my knees, but I think it was for the motor in my mouth. So I got him something special for his car. I got him a brand new, souped up, custom 3D GPS with my voice on it. And that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pat Ceasar. Thank you very much.